Hello, everyone. On this Sunday morning, I guess where I'm at, it's like 1 a.m. But Eastern Standard Time, I guess it's like around 2. How are y'all doing? How y'all doing with this Cancer full moon energy on the 6th? What I put in my title, the Cancer full moon, Capricorn conjunctions, Sun and Cap, the Street Father. This is Moon Goddess 777. And I would like to know, how has everyone been making it? Support our organization, Mayat's Temple of Healing and Unconditional Love. We are definitely expanding and trying to recover from a workforce injury. And I'm also in the process of getting my organization, Mayat's Temple of Healing and Unconditional Love, registered in the location. We made it to 2023, y'all. It's been a lot going on in 2022. The 666. Now we in the 7. The letter G, the generator. Yes, we made it. We made it. We made it, collective. We made it. I'm sitting up here just doing the arcanas of the. This is the Hoodoo Tarot. Um, and I'm also doing. I be reading and playing cards too. I might do them. Everybody sleep now. Everybody got to go to work, go to church in the morning. Ain't nothing wrong with that, I guess, if you got your balance. Oh Lord, I got all these books. I'm trying to let y'all. This tarot cards here has really enlightened me. I just was just happened to stumble upon this at Barnes and Noble. It's the Hoodoo Tarot, the 78 card deck and book for root workers. Is it Tiana Lee McQuiller? She's beautiful. It's a lot of historical information in here too about the Geechee and Gullas and the Seminole Indians and the indigenous wars and all that. This is just very educational. It's the Hoodoo Tarot. It's very nice. I mean, it's in black and white, but the locations that I read about in this book, I never been to some of the locations, but found my big mama, Cali mom. This represents the mama energy, big mama, Mama Water, Isis daughters, the matriarch. Who else? Hathor, Estar, which is Easter, but it's really pronounced Estar. The goddess of fertility. Um, I don't know. It just resonates. Mama Oya, Mama Water, Umoja, Ashe. This resonates. And I don't know why the fountain. I plugged it up. So you hear the rain on the outside. It's raining. But uh like I said, I was in the seminar all day online. I was with Dr. B. Sirius and Willie Carson talking about the blueprint for God power, and it was well worth it. I'm telling you, I learned so much, and I shared it with some people. Um, it's a very bad connection. It's raining, so it's saying it's a very bad connection. Let's see. Hmm. Let's see if this will work. Well, that's my fault. Talking about what Christmas really means and how the crystalline and the the holy oil that's called claws or is connected to our brain. That's what Christmas is really about to happen in the next couple of days on the 9th and the 10th. That's when the oil gets programmed and drips down and leaves the presence that's made to be last for a year or more. As far as how we are thinking around the 8th and around the 9th, and that's when that oil, that Kundalini oil, is called. I got my tablet upstairs, but that's even if you got to go back and look at it later. It's called a blueprint for God power. It was awesome, awesome. Dr. B. Serious and Billy Carson. So grateful for the knowledge and manifesting those things, and you know, being able to attend. Because it's been times when I wasn't even able to, wasn't able to go, but I changed my mindset up and I got out of that. And that's what they was talking about today. I got out of that lack mentality of uh, worrying. When I know that I create as I go, I'm living in the present. I'm healed. I'm regenerate. I allow. I used to say I am, then I am, but then I'm gonna start saying I allow. And I know once I put it out, it comes back to me a thousandfold. And and nothing can stop it. Like nothing. Only you can stop it. Shuffling these cards. Mm, shuffling these cards. This is the Hoodoo Tarot. Shuffling. Yeah. All right. As far as the collective spirit, fire, earth, air, water, spirit, ancestors known and unknown that love me, additional. North, south, east, west, as above, so below. Guidance, archangels, spirit guides, Orisha, 60 prophets, may spirit, cosmic royal family, ancient spirits, guide, lead me, give me the answers and knowledge, open up the occasion records to past, and grateful for the present and what future events need to be known. Share. All right. So, what can we look forward to as far as this energy that's going on now? We're having to end things and letting things go, um, starting some new beginnings and ending some situations that's been lagging on for a while. All right. Oh, the garden. Okay, got the garden. See that? And I'll take my time. So you won't think that I'm just saying anything. What does the garden mean? I cleanse my area with my reason, Palo Santo. Okay, the garden. Oh, it's going now. Okay. Garden. Let's see. Oh, garden. Major Arcana. 79. It's okay. What it does is it gives you the garden means the world. And what I asked was, you know, um, for the spirit to show me as far as what's going on with now with the energy where we beginning some new things and uh, things that's been lagging on that's coming to an end, and we having to clear up that energy and just stand 10 toes down and keep it real. It says the world. That's what the garden stands for. See? I got the garden card. Stands for the world. And it says the Lord will get, she puts a scripture in here with it too, and then it's a flower that goes along with it. It's so cool. Like, this is such a good educational. It's doing the hoodoo plants and stuff like that, the herbs. And it says, this is the Bible verse, Isaiah 58 and 11. So we having a little bit of church in here. Bits with, excuse me, with the terror. The Lord will guide you always. He will satisfy your needs in a sun-scorched land and will strengthen your frame. You will be like a well-watered garden, like a spring whose water never fails. That's Isaiah 58:11. That's good, beautiful. Yes, Ashe. I read that again. I love some Isaiah now. Yeah, Isaiah, the book of Isaiah. The Lord will guide you. Talk about Lilith in Isaiah too. If you didn't know, it's sitting there talking about Lilith. You know Adam's first wife, but okay. The Lord will guide you always, collective. He will satisfy your needs in a sun-scorched land and will strengthen your frame. He will be like a well-watered garden, like a spring whose water never fails. Isaiah 58:11. The plant is the cosmos. There's a plant called a cosmos. And the image is a woman is happily watering her garden. See? A woman is happily watering her garden. Prior to the Industrial Revolution, I love how she goes into this history and connects it with the old stuff, like the night was this 1960s and before then in the 40s. Okay, prior to the Industrial Revolution, most Americans were farmers by trade. It was hard work, but people took great pride in knowing that the production that fed and cured their families was grown by their own hands. For people with more resources, gardening eventually became a relating leisure activity that allowed them to connect with nature or express themselves creatively. Either way, whether for utilitarian or recreational purposes, the rule for a successful harvest doesn't change, which is this: mind your crops. You hear that, collective? The rule for a successful harvest doesn't change. Which is this: mind your crops. Meaning, when the garden appears in a reading, it's letting you know that you are successfully taking care of business. And it's time to reap all the goodness that you've sown. Count your blessings. If your query relates to gossip or rumors, the garden could be trying to tell you to mind your own business. It's reminding you of how much better the world would be if everyone focused on their own affairs. Instead of being concerned about what others are doing and how they're doing it. If you receive the garden in a reading, consider the following. In what ways do you heal the world? In what ways do you and seriously consider the benefits of working there or joining that club, etc. Number 3, the solution has arrived. There is nothing more to seek. Okay? What makes you feel safe, grounded, and whole? Don't wait for anyone else to have a pleasurable experience. Stop and smell the roses. Learn the art of being content. You made it. Now enjoy it. Oh, wow, collective. This is the garden. This means the world. So It looks like you're gonna reap. It's the reaping season. It's the reaping season. Whatever you've sown, then it's time to reap. It's time for the crops. You reap your crops. Yeah, whether it's good, bad, ugly, or what, And it's time to mind our own selves. Can go within and tap into that Christ consciousness. Everything is within. There is nothing outside of us. All that begging and hooping and hollering, we have to start making affirmations and say the right words because it's all inside of you. Everything that you need is on the inside of you. You are the one that you've been waiting for. All right. Let's see. Shuffling again, again, again. I've been listening to some good music today on that seminar. They were playing Earth, Wind, and Fire and some other some good music. Yeah, very good music. Stuff I listened to, and I listened to stuff that was made before I was even born. All right, what we get? Oh, we got Big Mama, y'all. We got Big Mama Collective. It's a Big Mama, and I just said that this is let me get my fountain going. I'm over here tree trying not to show my. I'm over here tree trying to hide my body. Not that I'm ashamed of that. No, I love myself, but I'm gonna hit this right, girl. There we go. You want to add up? No? It's going. It's on me. I be having something going on here. Here we go. There we go. I don't like that plug. Some bullshit. We about to get into this Big Mama. There we go. There we go. There we go. All right. I just do one at a time. I just stop none. No. It's not want to stay plugged up. Come on, babe. Wait with me. Here we go. We gotta have the flow. It's gonna start raining. Okay. Here we go. Big Mama. Let's find where Big Mama is. You see it? Big Mama. We in that Big Mama. Big Mama. Remember Big Mama back in the day? It was somebody had a grandma. We used to call them. I call mine Mother. Ma Dukes and all that good stuff. Y'all remember that? When we had them grandmothers. It ain't no Ma Dukes like that now. I try to be like that. There's too many negative people around these kids. Like, I try, but sometimes I have to get to myself and meditate because I just shake my head. They don't make them like they made my grandma no more. It's different, yeah. The kids, they got something to go through. I tell you now, all right, let's get a Big Mama. Big Mama is on page 75. That's crazy. 75. Okay, Big Mama, the sun. All right. Okay. And we're going to read this second. Y'all heard that shit. I don't know why I don't want to go. Oh, it's still messing around. It's me. It's me. It's not a ghost or anything. Okay, excuse me, collective. Okay, this is Second Timothy 1:5. Like I said, she put a Bible verse. If y'all just coming on or looking at it later on, she puts a Bible verse with the Hoodoo Terror. It's called a Hoodoo Terror, a 78 card deck and book for root workers. It's Tiana Lee McDullough, and it's artwork by Catherine V. Forty. And we don't know why people get all out of their panties when you say root work and you talking about herbs and stuff like that. Practitioners, you know, I know what I found out, but I'm gonna go ahead and read about Big Mom. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Put y'all on some shit. hmm What is it? Second Timothy, Big Mama 1:5. I am reminded of your sincere faith, a faith that dwelt first on your grandmother. See? First it was on your grandmother. What is it? Lo, I need some light. Lois and your mother, Eunice, and now I am sure dwells in you as well. So that scripture saying that I guess Timothy, whoever talking to Timothy, is it Timothy? Who knows? It could be the Catholic priests and all them people, whatever the Pope. They do hold a publishing, but it is some valid points in this. It's saying that I'm reminded of your sincere faith, a faith that dwelt first in your grandmother, Loris. Somebody named Loris is paid. If you ever get this, it's page 75. Talking about Big Mama, and then your mother Eunice, and now I am sure dwells in you as well. So he's saying that the faith that the grandmother had, she passed it on down to the mother, and then they passed it on down to the one he dealing with now. And he's sure that she got them good qualities, whatever that is, you know. It said faith, a faith that dwelt first. So this whoever these matriarchal women were in this First Timothy 1:5, they had some faith because even if it's a made up character, I'm sure I mean, it's just giving an example there, you know, of how the mother, Big Mama, passing her character down to the daughter, and then the daughter's passing it down to the granddaughter, and then so forth and so forth. You know that them good qualities of faith of righteous, I guess, as they call it in um, Christianity or the religions, a righteous woman or a virtuous woman, or just in general having that. A lot of them were into. A lot of them older people was into that herbs and stuff like that. But when they got into the church, they told them it was evil, so they stopped. But that's a part of the feminine energy that they had our grandmothers and our big mamas suppressing. And they killed those women for that. A lot of our big mamas was not my grandmother, but her mother's mother. They took that out of history. And I'm gonna do a live with the lady soon. I'm gonna do it. I'm speaking it into existence. We're gonna get it popping. How they wiped that out of history. The genocide of women. How they turned us against each other. Mother against daughter. Daughter against mother. Sister against sister. Friend against friend. Became foe, had to testify against each other and, sell each other out. And that still resides in us today. The womb. And, even that menstrual cycle is a womb. Even that hurt that we don't trust each other being women, it's goes back to how the patriarch tore us apart, So anyway, we get back to this. Oh, that's a whole nother story. That's a whole nother story. So it's a lot of healing. It's a lot of healing that's gotta happen, and it's happening, but it's a deeper healing. It's a wholeness, a oneness, where it will come a day when we are actually loving each other as women and not in competition, but we operate in our divine feminine and masculine imbalance and building again in structure, no wars, nobody suffering. They created poverty and all that so that to cause fear mongering and those types of things, and it just put it on. He even created the projects and stuff, the powers that be, you know. And it definitely ain't about a skin color like we thought. It's spiritual warfare. So you see this Big Mama? This is a very matriarchal, very important part of the matriarch of our at one point, and now it's not valued like it used to be. But these women, they held our community down. I remember when the Big Mamas used to discipline the children, and if you do something bad, you better not do something at church or school or in the neighborhood, because somebody Big Mama gonna get you in check. And then when you go home, your mama ain't gonna be like, "Oh, you touched my child," like they do now. Oh, the child acting like they think they Cardi B's cousin and Meg Thee Stallion sister, and the little girl, they got them little children now is being influenced, and it ain't them. It's this society with this internet and all this stuff. They grooming them early for the sexualize them and exploit them, and they are taking it all in because they very intelligent. The kids are. They absorb whatever. They're a sponge. So they taking this stuff in, and honey, whew, if it, I just know I'm spreading love and light, and I'm trying to do my part, and I'm trying to save myself and lead by example. It's how. Yeah, when we had these big mamas, this mess wasn't going on. They used to sit on the porch and watch the neighborhood. I remember playing outside and trying to be grown, and Big Mama would be like, "Get your one-winged bat tail in the house." You're trying to be grown fast out here, telling them little boys that you can have a boyfriend. You ain't even 14 yet, 50. Oh, my grandma was on my. I'm glad too. I'm glad she was on my ass. It ain't like that now, because the grandmama busy trying to compete with the daughter and date the young boys and stuff. Grandmama trying to look like she's still a teenager or whatever. Grandmama done turned into Big Mama done turned down on Big Mama now. They don't cook. They don't do the things. I know people change over time, but god damn. This is some new stuff. Them old Big Mama now, they something different. What they say? Women are vicious, men can be brutal, but honey, I don't know which is worse. I just know we gotta start loving each other, loving ourselves, healing, loving the children, focusing on the future generations. So Big Mama is holding a plate. See, Big Mama is holding a plate of homemade cornbread. Ooh, do y'all remember when your Big Mama and them or somebody the old ladies used to cook that cornbread, and then they be right crunchy on the edges, and it tastes like it's got buttermilk or something in it. Ooh, I done had some good food, you tell. Yeah. Big Mama is holding a plate of homemade cornbread with the sun shining brightly behind her. She wears a skeleton key as a necklace to symbolize her all-encompassing wisdom. Big Mama is a term of endearment for the matriarch of one's family. It is an acknowledgement of her wisdom, strength, and authority, leadership skills, and ability to nurture multiple generations. Traditionally, all elders of both genders were to be respected for these qualities. So it's saying that the elders of both genders were to be respected for these qualities of strength, authority, leadership, skill, of multiple generations. Wow. As the caregiver of so many children, Big Mama, and I guess Big Papa, as the caregiver of so many children and the transmitter of family history, lore, and spirituality, she is the family's jewel and guiding light. Big talking about Big Mama. Today, Big Mama's role in many families is not as prominent as it used to be before this desegregation. Okay. As Black Americans increasingly interacted with ethnic groups that were more youth orientated and patriarchal. Yeah. The ethical, hierarchical, and conceptual foundation of the community started to shift. Also adding to this alteration of thoughts was the movement away from the church. It was there that the value of their forehearers were reinforced, celebrated, and discussed. Often, we talk about Big Mama. Often, it was your Big Mama or someone else's that you knew well or were kin to, who also held the prestigious title of Mother of the Church. True. Like the sun, the matriarch is a warm, centralized force without whom growth would be possible. So the sun is represented. They got the sun. It look like the sun is shining behind Big Mama because it's saying that what would we do without the sun? Like people want to talk about, oh, they sun worshiping and this and that. But what would happen without the sun? Without the sun, it would be a sad day in all over the world. So like the sun, Big Mama, was very. She was a very centralized force. Like without her, growth would be impossible. Like without the sun, we would be fucked without the sun. And we don't. I'm not trying to get off the subject, but we don't have to worship it, but we can connect with it. We can be grateful towards the sun because we as a society, we don't understand how valuable the sun is and the nature and Mother Earth. I mean, we just got so indoctrinated and brainwashed. It's really it's fucked up. It's really sad. Okay, so we're going back to Big Mama. Yeah, I'm not gonna do a lot of cards because I done been up here for a while now. A little while, not that long, but a little while. And I'm doing an in-depth reading on these cards, and this is for the collective. So the first one was the world, trying to mind your own business, and you might be on the right track. Whatever you've been reaping, it's gonna come up. You know what I'm saying? It's harvest time, and this is the Big Mama about how without her, there ain't nothing happening. There ain't nothing popping. That's why a lot of us now, the children now, so off base and fucked up because they ain't got this. They got it spiritually, but the parents don't know to teach the children to tap into the Big Mama energy and stuff like that. And, venerate not worship, but venerate the ancestors and stuff. As other cultures they tell us it's a sin and not to do it, and they use the stuff that we taught them anyway. So, okay, the meaning of this card. When you receive Big Mama in a reading, you better believe that no matter how dark it is now, the light is coming and everything is going to be all right. Big Mama may also be speaking about being willing and able to share your glory, your light, and your power with others. Big Mama may also be speaking about being willing and able to share your glory, your light, and your power with others. This is not the time to lay low. This is your time to shine, bright like a diamond, shine like the sun. If you're receiving Big Mama in a reading, consider the following. Consider this. Do you fear being brilliant or successful? What is being highlighted? It's okay to be the center of attention sometimes. What does enlightenment mean to you? Take a personal day from work. Who are the important players in the situation? Am I exhibiting a positive attitude? Reputation matters It's time to celebrate. Confidence is the best cosmetic. What do you need to do? What do you need to do to look and feel your best? Oh wow, this is amazing. This good one. Are you afraid of being successful? Some people are afraid of being successful. Some people are afraid of change. They're afraid of the unknown. And this energy, we are having to go and walk into the unknown and face our fears on a deeper level. Uh, and saying it's okay to be the center of attention sometimes. What does enlightenment mean to you? Go within and ask yourself these questions. Take a personal day sometimes and ground yourself. It's grounding helps you and cleanses your body of all that extra negative energy that you got stored up in your crown chakra, and that's below your belly button and your sacral area down there. Under your belly button area down there in your womb, and the men down in the right above the genitals and stuff like that, right under your stomach. That's your root chakra and the sacral chakra, and that energy stored up in anger and all that, where you need to be beating on them areas, and not hard and to hurt you, but loosening up that and getting rid of that energy, grounding, taking your shoes off in the grass, and you know getting as much sun as you can and stuff. And even though we are in the time of the year where the sun is in the sky, the shortest time of the seasons, you still got to do what you can, because you're supposed to have enough stored up in your solar plexus from sun gazing during the spring and the summer, until you use that as a reservoir now. With the uh, what was he talking about? What Dr. B was talking about, how what Christmas is about. That oil raising up in us on the January the 9th and the 10th and stuff, and how that's what Christmas means. And clouds, the clouds is what's in our brain that's dripping down that holy oil that's gonna leave the presence of what we putting in our mind and speaking our intentions, and it lasts for a year or more. So you want to be programming your thoughts and your words, and be careful what you say, and going within, and maybe have your head covered on the 9th and 10th. Do you fear being successful? Okay. Reputation matters. Taking a personal day from work. Who are the important players in the situation? It's time to. Sometimes you just gotta celebrate yourself. I love my sis. Just said, listen, you are sexy. You are fine. I love you. I'm proud of you. You didn't cuss them out today. You didn't get off on the wrong foot and tell them to go to hell like you normally do. You growing a little bit. So you gotta start and clap. That clapping helps. It programs you. I even learned that even today from the seminar. It programs you to, yay! My baby, the baby love for you to clap. Yay! Yay, Ari! Yay! Yay! You know how good that make you feel when you do that to yourself. Applaud yourself. Confidence is the best. Confidence is better than plastic surgery. You ever seen somebody that ain't all that, but they got that confidence in it, they get what they want. They get, it's something about that. It's something about believing in yourself. What do you need to do to look and feel you? But what do you need to do? Do you need a makeover? Do you need to change your location? Do you need to change your hair color? Do you need to change up your people, places, and things? Do you need to change up how you talk and or whatever? You need a new color lipstick or what? A girl or a man? Do you need a BBL? A man have BBL too? Oh god. Okay, this is cool. I like this. It's different. It's different. It's different. It's different. It's different. It's different. It's different when I myself. Yeah, it's different. It's different. It's different. I don't know why that song came to my mind. It's different. It's different. It's different. And then this is one of my favorites. Until the end of time, I'll be there for you. You are my heart and mind. I truly adore you. One day they struck me blind. Your beauty I still see. Love's too weak to define. Just what you need to be. From the first moment I saw you, I knew you was the one. I was rapping all night. Wow. I was rapping till the sun came up. Telling you how fine you are, you look. You was the truth. And your cool attitude, you knew your body was fresh. Then we made love. You was like a child. Was you afraid? Was I the best? Until the end of time, I'll be there for you. You are my heart and mind. I truly adore you. God one day struck me blind. Your beauty I still see. Love's too weak to define. That's what you mean to me. I like that song. Okay, we about to. Oh, honey, honey, honey. I don't wore this one out here. We done pulled John Horse, one of the Geisha and Gullies out of South Carolina, that fought for our liberation that they didn't tell us about in our school books. Honey, honey, y'all want to hear about John? Is it Crazy Horse? It's John Horse, but is that the same one? And he got Rebecca in this card, but I'm going to read it out to you. He got the Black Panther down there, the animal, and he got Rebecca, the spiritual guy. See? Girl, boy, that's look. It's worn out because I be channeling with this card. It's John Horse. We're gonna read about him. See, you'll see. I might get a strike for playing other people's music, but I can damn sure sing it. John Horse. I think I might do one more card after this. We just chilling, having fun. Been out here for a while. John Horse is 36. Isn't it so relaxing? It's just so that's it just looks like me. You know, I like it. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. I guess everybody's y'all it's what time is it where I'm at? It's 1:52. But where y'all at, I know it's like about 2:52. Where am I at? I'm in the old country. Mexico. Nah, I'm close, but Anyway, close to Bermuda Triangle. I had to get away to get some relaxation and some healing. Some healing. Yeah. It's tough. It's tough. I'm such a family and orientated person, but I have to go into the unknown too. I can't just talk. I gotta walk it like I talk and you know, John Horse. Experiences. See, it's about if spirituality is about things. That's nature. The thing, if you're not constantly changing and growing, then you is a stagnant state. It's not. You ain't in alignment. I'm telling you. I'm telling you the truth. If you're not constantly, that's nature. One thing that's true about nature is always ever changing. Nothing is you create as you go. Yeah. You can't get in that comfort zone. You can't get too comfortable. Comfortability is dangerous. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. Cause I am a person. I get comfortable and I just want to stay right there. I had to really work on knowing when to pull back and walk away and boundaries and all that. You know, being having the placements I have with Libra and Cancer is that's kind of tough sometimes. But You know, I put on this tough front like I don't care. Like nothing bothers me. Ah, it be working. Shit. Till I gotta crash and fall and face the truth of I got feelings like everybody else. I hurt too, and I can't be in my head all the time. I gotta use my heart. A heart is enough for love, and I learned that it don't take much to break a heart. Is a house for love, and I learned that it don't take much to build it up, build it up, build it up, build it up. Ooh, ooh. Is there a heart in the house tonight? Stand up. Yeah, I like them. Okay, here we go. We talking about John Horse. Maybe that's Crazy Horse, the Geechee and Gully Liberation Fighters. Okay, John Horse is the emperor. I need some water. Where there is no guidance, a people fall. But in an abundance of counselors, there is safety. That's Proverbs 11:14. It says, let me read it for you one more time. It says, where there is no guidance, a people fall. But in an abundance of counselors, there is safety. Proverbs 11:14. The plant that goes along with this, John Horse. I always think it's Crazy Horse, but it might not be the same person because they had a lot of liberation, um, indigenous, Gullah, Geechee, the Mississippians, even here in this area, even in Louisiana, um, the Creole Indians or whatever, they were all fighting. They didn't put it in the history books and shit. And then they some of them were leaving and going over to Mexico, and some of them was going up through Canada and all that to get away from the oppression and the take it. They took these people lands. They doing that shit. They do that shit now. They came, took the people lands. They used the government. The government helped them. It was the government changed the people identity, told the people they were illiterate because they couldn't. That's why when they was talking, they talked like they did because they had the ignorant people teaching them like the slave drivers were just people that London and England didn't want, the undesirable that they kicked out. And they had them teaching them that broken up English and whatever. And those people were intelligent. They had their own language. They had their own laws. They had their own governments, and they had their own. They were here when they got here. They just flipped the script to their land, and then chased them off of it. What they couldn't chase out, they killed, and then they had prisoner of wars. It wasn't no slaves; it was prisoners of wars, and they were still taking people lands up into the right before I was born, which I was born in the late '70s or whatever. They were doing that for because I remember my mother telling me that they took some more of my grandmother land before I was born. So it should be yeah, sad. Payday coming out the wild. Put your time in. You gonna reap a harvest. But they be trying to see. They be trying to balance out their karma. Well, karma can be good or bad, but they be trying to balance it out by giving you that information and putting stuff in your face so that you can you can get some of your what is it? You gotta be in alignment and know business and know financial literacy because it's ways to get your shit, but you gotta be in alignment with the universe and walking in certain frequencies and dealing with certain types of people. Yeah. You not because it'll be right there in front of you and you overlook it because you're not walking in alignment. It's there. Hmm. But if you keep the same mentality of oh woe is me, nobody never loved me, I never had a parent or I didn't have nobody to help me, they left me in the trash can. You know, I used to be like that. God knows I did. I used to always talk about how everybody done did me so bad, playing victim Olympus. Oh Lord, it's my stats. One time I talked so much about that shit, I started feeling sick. I said, "Oh shit!" This shit making me feel bad. I don't want to be sick. Talking about the big playing victim of living. Fuck that. I couldn't do it no longer. It won't just because I wanted to. I ain't have a choice. I it got to the point where the big mama was like, look, I'm tired of hearing that shit. What we gonna do about it? Like, we gonna sit here and cry all our lives, or we got a purpose, girl? You got shit to do. You got places to go and people to see. You know, I laugh. Y'all gonna see. Y'all gonna see. I turned that shit into a whole. That's a whole comedy run. Fucking sold out to shit. I turned that shit into laughter. But okay. So here we go, John. We talking about John Horse. See, John Horse, the emperor. It said, where there is no guidance, a people fall, but in an abundance of counselor, there is safety. Proverbs 11:14. The plant is the cypress, the image. John Horse is seated calmly on his throne. He has a rifle strapped to him. He's clutching a knife in one hand, and the other hand bullied in, is bullied into a right fist, is balled into a right fist. He's ready for anything. However, John's most powerful weapon, arguably, is the prophet of Habakkuk. See, they had a prophet. He had a prophet Habakkuk there. Listen, who is busy summoning spirits to keep the community safe. Habakkuk's clan told him the Black Panther is poised for a vicious attack, and yes, anyone who does, who dares to challenge them. John Horse, listen. Yeah, John Horse, see? Look at it. I'm like, can you see? See? There's him, and then he got the Habakkuk back there, and then there's the Panther down there, and then he got all that stuff going on where he got the knife and in one hand and pistol in one. See? This shit, this terror, this terror nice. Okay. John Horse, 1812 through 1882, aka Juan Caballero. Wasn't he from one of the indigenous? Juan Caballero was born into slavery in Florida. Not much is known about his early life, but he became a leader of the Seminole Indians and participated. This is Geechee and Gully, really. That's what they were. And participated on the Second Seminole War, which, listen, they didn't put this in our history books. Listen now. Okay, he participated in the Second Seminole War, which prior to the War of Vietnam was the United States Army's only non-victory in addition to 1945 to 1840. In addition to 1849, John Horse led the largest escape of enslaved people on to freedom in U.S. history. Now, they ain't writing about this, and they ain't read about this in history. In 1849, John Horse beat the U.S. military, and they didn't put it in our books. He led the largest escape of enslaved people to freedom in U.S. history. He also founded free settlements for the runaways of Oklahoma and Mexico. By the time of his death, John Horse had fought against the French, the Americans, and hostile Indians working in conjunction with the colonists. He avoided slave catchers, 3 wars, and several assassination attempts. These are but a few of this warrior's outstanding accomplishments. He defended free black settlements on 3 frontiers. He defended free black settlements on 3 frontiers and was said to love children, whiskey, and his noble white steed, American. That's his horse. The man who has been credited as John Horse's spiritual guide and mentor was a Creek medicine man and prophet named Habakkuk Hadjo, 1760 to 1860, aka Sam Jones. Though Habakkuk was not as well known in public as John Horse, he was no less important to maintaining the cohesion of the Seminole people. In fact, without Habakkuk's determination as a leader, many women, children, and elders would have been slaughtered. The Seminoles would have not had a hand in Florida. Wait, the Seminoles would not have a hand in Florida this very day if it were not for him. Habakkuk's name is translated as crazy rattlesnake in English, but the Muskogee Creek word Habakkuk is said to mean heap at the root. In addition, in the immortal words of Morpheus from the Matrix, fate, it seems, is not without a sense of irony. When John Horse appears in a reading, you are being advised to take charge in whatever is going on in your life. This is not the time to self-doubt or weakness of any kind. For if you indulge those emotions too long, you are certain to lose more than you can imagine. The odds may be tough, but John Horse teaches us that no matter how great the odds are against you, victory is still achievable. When this card comes up, there is simply no other course of action but to get organized and then charge full steam ahead. However, John Horse is also reminding you that even the greatest of warriors require support. He is telling you that you may increase your chance of winning by having the right spiritual teachers in your corner. If you receive John Horse in a reading, consider the following. Effective leadership requires wise counsel and up-to-date information. Are you following the right leaders or elders to this stage in your journey? We talking about John Horse? So Becca was a spiritual guy. What does lineage mean to you? Do you know yours? How do you protect yourself from attack? Get organized and focused or prepare for certain defeat. Does that plan have a solid foundation? Do you have a problem with authority for its own sake? The law is on its way. The system. Stick to your regiment for best results. If you value comfort, see I told you. If you value comfort over security, things are about to get really uncomfortable. If you value comfort over security, things are about to get really uncomfortable. Stop whining and fight. Every Indian wants to be the chief. What does your father figure have to say about that? Okay. All right. I might do one more. And then So we have the world. The garden is the world. We got Big Mama. And we have John Horse. See, I'm going deep into reading these cards. All right. Spirit. This is the last card I'm going to pull. Doing it for the collector. I ain't doing the cancels or just go. See, we have become, if we walking in alignment and doing our shadow work and working on ourselves and healing, we have pretty much become all the signs. It's not like, oh, I'm a Cancer and I got a Scorpio moon and I got a Virgo rising and I got a Venus in Gemini, we ain't become the all at this point. We have become the all. Cool. Oh, wow. Miss Ida. See, Miss Ida is in a look like an attic with all these candles and got the moon background. See, Miss Ida. Mm, I guess it's gonna burn. Still burning. Is it burning still? Put some more raisin down. And probably on top door. Do I need to light it again? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Sometimes my baby, she talks like she straight out of the Haiti or the Louisiana thing. She said, "There you go, little baby. Them little babies a trip. I love children. I love children. There you go. There you go. I miss it too. I don't know. It get on my nerves, but I love it. There you go. You know, we used to seeing somebody oh every day and stuff. It's tough. It's tough. Yeah. There we go. Ooh, that's that Polly Alfonso. See? Hey, yeah, 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 yeah. These people gonna be, I don't know who they see, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. This stuff smell good. It's that reason, that charcoal, but you just put the I found me some reason from the trees, probably a Santo. I got me some tree resin for frankincense. I got some myrrh. I also got what else? She broke it. It's come straight from the tree, but it's pure. You put it on the charcoal and burn that stuff is yeah, I love it. I used it before, but this is see she put it in here. It's a store that's like a house. You go in there, it's like I thought I was at a house. It's a store connected to it. At this local place, you can have a business anywhere. Right? There is no zoning for businesses. Boozy, it's like a protection reason when you break up, put it on the charcoal. I got that, and then I got the myrrh. See, got the myrrh, and I got this is white copal tree resin. See, for the when you to connect it with the ancestors. Um, then I got Palo Santo. Palo Santo. This is what I got burning now. And all this. That's the Palo Santo. And frankincense, myrrh. What else is it? Frankincense. I got myrrh too. I think I showed you that. Myrrh. And here's the dragon's blood resin. I might put a little bit of the dragon's blood. I'll put a little bit of that out there too. Oh Lord. I like the way that dragon blood and that Palo Santo smell too. Let's see. What are we doing? Miss Ida. We're going to Miss Ida. Let's show the card again. Miss Ida. See? Say Miss Ida. Oh, it's burning. I love it. Yeah, dragon blood burning there. See that smoke? Ooh, love it. Oh yeah. Sending out healing, balance, wholeness, unconditional love, compassion, protection, deep trauma healing, ascension, you and a oneness, wholeness, unity of the collective. Sending that out to y'all. Sending you out love and encouragement. Hold on. Don't give up on yourselves. When you fall down, get back up. Keep right on. Don't give up. Because if you do something crazy like that and get rid of yourself, you gonna delete yourself. You gotta keep. It might be worse the next time. When you come back. A lot of people don't believe in reincarnation because they don't teach that uh, in the Western world where we are at. But a lot of the Eastern countries and different cultures, they know all about this stuff. It's serious. So just because they didn't teach us don't mean we don't need to know this shit. Like, they didn't teach us a lot of shit. For instance, like geometry. What happened to the spiritual side of it? That's where the power is. They know it, but they tell us, oh, it's the devil. And the stuff that they tell you is the devil, they using it against you. 31. Anyway, it's your life. 31. But they know the rules of engagement because they sure put it out there. Okay, Miss Ida. And you don't pick up on it, that's on you. Miss Ida, the high priestess. Okay, Miss Ida, this is the high priestess. Be still and know that I am God. Psalms 46:10. The plant, the Jersey tea. Okay, the image. A 7-year-old Ida Carter is standing in the attic, surrounded by candles. It's dark, but she's not afraid because she's an old soul who understands that she is never really alone. Ida, 7 sisters, Carter. Oh, wow. 7 sisters, Carter. She was, I guess, during the 1900s, was a root worker from Hogansville, Alabama. Oh wow, I just came through that area not long ago. There isn't much information about Miss Ida, but she told an interviewer that she was called to root working at just 7 years old. Miss Ida recalled the process of her self-initiation, which consisted of burning 7 candles all night while she prayed, starting on the 1st of May and continuing for 6 consecutive nights. Miss Ida repeated this process each May for 7 years until the Holy Spirit, which is a female, the Holy Spirit is a feminine energy, told her that she was ready to work for the community. Meaning, when Miss Ida appears in a reading, you are being advised to slow down and consult your inner voice regarding the matter at hand. Because she took her time, took her 7 years to start working in the community and doing her work. You are being advised to slow down and consult your inner voice regarding the matter at hand. Everyone is forced to wait sometimes, but very few know how to do so while remaining at peace. Right. Everybody is forced to wait, but it's what attitude do you have while you're waiting? That's what counts. But very few know how to do so while remaining at peace. Miss Ida asks that you stop sighing and tapping your foot as you wait for the light to turn from red to green. Do you know what might be down the road that could be harmful to you? Uh-oh, collective. Or others. It could be harmful to you or others if you make a move now. Just because you feel like moving, no, you don't. Miss Ida is telling us that it's best to stop that foolishness and do something constructive in the meantime. Go within. If you receive Miss Ida in a reading, consider the following. Trust your intuition. Let go and let God. Are you being impatient or forcing the issue unnecessarily. Pay attention to your dreams and visions. Everyone has a dark side, and you aware of how yours works. Are you aware of how yours works? Call your mother or mother figure. Seek and embrace the mysteries. Mm. Does the unknown thrill or frighten you? Why or why not? Okay. Let's see. I might pull one more, but I might. Let's see if I do, and it goes. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just. All right, Collective. When do we want to end this note, Spirit? What do you want to tell Collective on the end of this energy type? Voodoo tarot reader. Okay. We need the. We got the big. We had the world tending to our own garden, our own business, so we could be in alignment. Then we had Big Mama. She's like the sun. Without the sun, we wouldn't even exist. Without Big Mama in our lives, we got to get back to that Big Mama energy, and even the Big Mamas is passed on. Even Big Mama Universe, even admonishing her. We don't know who that is. They took Big Mama down. It was a woman guy. They took that down, put up the male guy. It was the mother, the father, and the son. It wasn't the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. That's what the patriots. Y'all got to get back to admonishing the real deal, the source. Shit, as a whole. Rebecca. Okay, what is it telling us? We gotta face and fight. Fight. Be willing to fight. Gotta fight with spiritual weapons and stuff. You can't just. You gotta have counsels. Why? You gotta have the right people on your team, spiritual people, because it's a spiritual warfare. You can't just. He had that man Rebecca. He was channeling and connecting with spirit and source. You can't just fight in the natural. You gotta have spiritual weapons and counselors and. Without counsels, like they say, you fall. Without wise counsel, spiritual counsel. Who are you listening to? Who are you looking up to and following? If it ain't the right counselors, then you might need to change up for your own sake. This is about patience and waiting. The high priestess, Miss Ida, represents the high priestess. You be ready to go and want it to turn green, but go within. It may be time to sit and go within. Yep. Oh, I love this, and I'm so glad I got it because I'm right on that page. This looks like my grandmother, the Big Queen, Louisiana. Ooh, don't that look like my mama, my mother? Oh, that look like mother. I'm talking about mother, my grandmother, my big mama, mother. Ooh, she definitely is the Big Queen. She is an indigenous Indian. That look like my grand. I want a picture. I wish I had a picture right here beside. Got to put up. That I love this one. Oh, y'all gonna get some knowledge now about the Big Queen. This is not my grandmother, but this reminds me of my grandmother. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I gotta plug up this phone. We will continue that. I don't know if I got time. Then maybe I do. Hold up. Try to get it plugged up. So I can give y'all that work on the Big Queen. So I can give you that work on the Big Queen. You hear me now? Might be able to. I need a long shot, man. You got the long. I'm gonna get in my brother. Right now. Oh, God. Where did it go? No, honey. Inner peace. Inner peace. Set. It's still on the floor. Where did it go? Oh, sit here too long. Oh, no. My butt all up in the air. Oh, no. I don't know. Shoot. Don't fit anyway. Okay. We're gonna try. Okay, the Big Queen. Prepare to say the Empress. She the Empress. Boy, I love this Big Queen. This card resonates with my Nana. And if it cut off, I'll have to come back and tell you about it later. If we ain't got time to get it all in, I'll come back. So, the big queen, the empress, prepare the table, watch in the watchtower, eat, drink, arise, ye princesses, and anoint the shield. Isaiah 11, 21 and 5. Plant. The plant is a Jezebel root, Louisiana Irish. The image. A carnival Indian queen smiles as she displays her Black Hawk bucket. Black Hawk, 1767 through 1838, was the leader of the Sauk and Fox tribe. He was a powerful warrior who was well known for his bravery in resisting colonial encounters. Encroachment, not encounters. And Crib were trying to hem him up on his land and his way of life. A spiritualist leader from the Midwest named Mother Leafy Anderson petitioned the spirit of Black Hawk for protection in her temple. Today, excuse me, many spiritualists and root workers in Louisiana and beyond work with Black Hawk to ensure victory against their enemies. The tradition of carnival Indians in New Orleans, as we know them today, dates back to the early 18th century. When enslaved Africans arrived in Louisiana, many of them sought refuge among the indigenous people and were offered it. As a result, the cultures and bloodlines mix, and their descendants still pay homage to the spirit of love, freedom, friendship, and resistance that brought their ancestors together. This thereby made the carnival Indian a symbol of boundless beauty and invincibility. Through most carnival Indians may be, though most carnival Indians may be considered patriarchal, they may be considered patriarchal. Some, due to the hypervisibility of men and boys, the big queen plays as a central role in their tribe. The archetype of the big queen is not only a vision of beauty with her ornamentally embellished garments, but she is also an artist, a teacher, a peacemaker, and a protector of this sacred tradition. The big queen is everything, meaning when the big queen appears in a reading, you are being asked to consider your roots and regards to mother with. What would your ancestors say about whatever is going on in your life? What advice would they give? How would they handle the situation? The wisdom of our mothers is a portal to the past. That doesn't mean that you must do things exactly as they did or perspective or perceive the world exactly as they perceive it. But excuse me. But that would be impossible. What it does mean is that they should be given an opportunity to speak to you via your consideration. This not only connects us with the women in our bloodlines, but also with mature with nature. It don't just connect us with the women in our bloodline, but nature as a whole. Yeah, that's what I was saying, connecting back to nature. The change of the seasons and the cycles, birth, death, and decay will always be, but it is the space between that a big queen inhibits. It is the spirit of community and the joy that is true comprehension brings that ensures nothing is ever truly lost, even if it can't be found for now. Therefore, there is always abundance, always beauty, and always a reason to celebrate. If you receive the big queen in a reading, consider the following. How do you give and receive pleasure? How do others and the world come into play? Do I accept abundance into my life? How? Do you accept abundance? Eat, drink, and be merry. All that glitters isn't gold, but it sure is pretty. Do I accept compliments for my beauty and or style with grace? Do you accept compliments for your beauty and style with grace? What aspect of your life do you nurture most? What aspect could use more nurturing? Which family members or friends do I nurture most? Am I neglecting anyone who deserves my attention? Do I purposely seek reasons to smile and laugh out loud every day? How often do you reflect on the beauty of being alive and of being you? Am I still connected to nature and the earth, or have I lost my way? What do I do on a regular basis to help me restore my sense of balance to a hectic world? Go camping, take a walk in the park, and maybe buy a plant or three. How does all the knowledge I've accumulated or spiritual work I've done benefit my family and my community? What is my legacy? What does your mother or mother figure have to say about that? Okay. Well, it's the big queen. She mean a lot. Like I said, it reminded me of my grandmother. Well, collective, I am going to get off of this live. I gotta charge this phone, and we've been out here for a while. Oh my God, we've been out here for a long time. Yeah, but I love y'all unconditionally. Please support Maya's Temple when you see it popping up, and you see me in your area. Give me some support so we can help the community and spread unconditional love and healing and wholeness and oneness and ascension by using our gifts and purposes to help the community, help the collective. Yes, so everyone have a good Sunday wee hour morning. I guess y'all sleep, get you some rest, keep on sleeping. And I will see you next time. Bye bye. Bye, people. I'm trying to get off.